So I do need to ask you about an infamous incident in the band's history. What exactly did you guys say about Pine Sol that got you fired?
Well, we pulled into town. Back in those days, you'd pull into town on a Monday, you'd set up your gear, and you'd play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so we played Monday, and the vibe was kind of weird. And we played Tuesday, and the vibe was, didn't improve much. And there was, in the dressing room, there's a big sign of everything not to do. I don't know. It was just a weird, the owners got a weird vibe from us, and we got a weird vibe from the owner. And I think what happened was they cleaned out the dressing room, during the day before we got there. And then when we got there to do the show, it had a very strong cleaning fluid odor. So somebody, I don't know what happened really. But on Thursday night, we were informed that he didn't like the band and he didn't think the band was right for his club. So he was going to hire another band for Friday and Saturday. So in all of our years of playing, since 67, and I think that was 76, 75 or 6, we'd never been fired ever. And this was the first time. It was like, and we'd just gotten Howard Leese and Mike DeRozier on board to be our, Howard was our second guitar player and Mike was our drummer. And we'd just gotten them on board in the band, and we just rehearsed up all the stuff, and we were doing really well in British Columbia, but we got to Alberta and they, for some reason, didn't like us. So we, took down our gear. We were all like really bummed that we got let go from the gig. And so we drove back to the hotel, and we were wondering, everybody was kind of shell shocked, wondering what was going to happen. And, about an hour after we got back to the hotel, we got a phone call from the record company. And they said, "Is there any way you can get out of playing this weekend at the Inferno?" And we said, "Well, as a matter of fact, we just got fired." So he said, "Great." He said, "Great, because we got you an opening spot in Montreal and Toronto, opening up for Rod Stewart and the Faces." So we jumped on a Scenic Cruiser train, and we sent our crew with all of our equipment, in the truck. And the next stop was Montreal, and that was our first gig in a 15,000 seats. It was like a hockey arena. We'd never ever gotten in close to playing anywhere that big before. And so we get on stage, and people liked, there's tons of people out there, and we played Magic Man, and we got the hugest applause. One of the biggest applauses I've ever heard in my whole life. And I got goosebumps, head to toe, and that's when I figured, wow, I guess we're ready for prime time now.
Well, just one thing to clear up too. I had actually heard that right after you guys got fired, that some band members were going to set fire to the dressing room. Is that true?
Well, no, no. That maybe somebody joked about it.
Okay.
But I mean, you don't destroy property. That would have never happened.